We're putting an Indian twist on a classic. It's time for Hariyali Mac and Cheese. Well, that's a good mac and cheese. You can never go wrong with a classic mac and cheese. It's comforting, rich, and delicious, but of course I had to put my own Vijaya spin on things, make things a little Indian, so we're making a Hariyali Mac and Cheese today. Now, Hariyali refers to one of my favorite Indian kebabs. It's bright green, has tons of coriander, mint, garlic, lemon, and it's a touch spicy, and it's so, so good. And I thought, why not pair those two things together? Because the fresh, vibrant green flavor of the Hariyali is gonna pair with the mac and cheese so, so well. So the very first thing that we're gonna do is boil our pasta. So I have a nice big pot of water that I've brought to a rolling boil. I'm gonna season it with salt so that it tastes like the sea, and in goes classic elbow macaroni. I'm gonna cook it 1 minute short of al dente, drain it, and then season it with a little bit of olive oil, give it a nice mix, and set it to the side. Now I'm gonna create the Hariyali paste, which is going to add a beautiful, vibrant green color to our mac and cheese, as well as a really, really fresh flavor. So to a small blender, I'm gonna add some coriander, a little bit of mint, some fresh spinach, a couple of cloves of garlic, some Thai green chilies, garam masala, some lemon juice, and some kosher salt to taste. Now we're gonna blend this up until it's nice and smooth. Look at the color on the Hariyali paste. It's so, so green. I love it. And now we're gonna create the classic cheese sauce for our mac and cheese. So to a pot, I'm gonna add a bit of butter, and once that's nice and melted, I'll scatter in a bit of all-purpose flour. We're gonna whisk the flour through, cooking it for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll stream in some milk as well as some cream. I'm gonna season it with a touch of salt, and we're gonna bring it up to the simmer and allow it to thicken. So while that starts to thicken up, I'm gonna grate my cheese. So I'm using a combination of white cheddar as well as gruyere today. So I'm gonna grate them on a box grater and then transfer them to a bowl and mix them together so that they're well combined. Now that our sauce is nice and thick, I'm gonna scatter in half of the cheese, whisking until it's well incorporated into the sauce. Off the heat, I'll add in my Hariyali paste and mix it in until it's well incorporated. Then in goes the pasta, and I'll give it a nice mix until it's well incorporated into the sauce. I have a baking dish here that I've greased with a little bit of butter. I'm gonna pour half of my pasta into the baking dish and top it with the rest of the cheese. Then the other half of the pasta goes in, and I'm gonna spread it out into one even layer. I love mac and cheese when it has a crispy breadcrumb topping, so that's exactly what we're gonna make. I have a little bit of melted butter to which I'm gonna add some panko breadcrumbs as well as some parmesan cheese. And we're gonna mix it all together until it resembles wet sand. Now I'm gonna scatter the breadcrumbs all over the surface of the mac and cheese, and it's ready for the oven. We're gonna pop it in at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes or until it's beautifully golden brown on top and bubbly. And just like that, our Hariyali mac and cheese is ready. Still bubbly, really hot. Let's grab a bite. Oh my God, look at that cheese. It looks incredible. And now there's one thing left to do, and that's to taste. That's a good mac and cheese. Hariyali style. So good. As soon as you bite in, you get all the familiar characteristics of a classic mac and cheese, perfectly al dente pasta, that cheese coming through, but then you are hit with heat, mint, coriander, that little bit of lemon juice, and the spice, and it is so good. I feel like I could eat a huge plate of this and never get tired of it. The flavors are fresh, they're vibrant, they're green. Oh my gosh, this is Hariyali mac and cheese. Please try this out at home, and hopefully it'll be your next favorite as well.